Okay, so now we have the camera closer so that you can see the pendulum. Okay, so basically the pendulum is an extension of your well, it is an extension of your personality. It's also extension of your energy. So basically the energy that's coming through you is going through your hands, your fingers, and it's an extension of you, of the pendulum energy going through here. Okay, so um, pendulums they have their own personality. There's multiple stones. Um, with the Mystic online, you can order them online. Also, for this curriculum, for this particular class, you do have to have a pendulum. So hopefully you do have your pendulum already. So, and then I have another pendulum. This is a clear quartz. This one is a blue aquamarine. Okay, this one is my work one that I do with my clients. This one here is my personal one. Now, over the years, I've gone through several of them, and they'll work and then they stop working. Don't know why. These two have been my best pendulums that I've ever worked with. The thing about them is when working with them, I found when they didn't work for me and I give them to someone else, they tell me that's the best pendulum they've ever had. So I guess it was meant to go to somebody else. Not sure why. And so now what we're going to get is we're going to get Shaniqua to work with a pendulum. Mm-hmm. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your two fingers.
Okay.
You're going to wrap your two fingers over. You're going to take your first finger and thumb after you've wrapped it, and then you're going to pinch. Okay, so it's going to kind of look like that. Okay. Okay, now the one thing you don't want to do, a lot of people do, is they like to put their elbow on the table. Okay, and it cuts the energy off, so you want to have it up here. Okay, now with my pendulums, I have to give people permission. I tell my pendulum that Shaniqua can work with it, because what happens, what we found over the years in the class, I would give my pendulum to a student and then I would have a question and it would start going for me. It wasn't going for the client, okay, or the student. So I'm giving her permission to work with my pendulum. Okay.
Like that?
Just like that. Look at her be a pro all the way. Okay, I have mine, she has hers. So now what she's going to do is she's going to ask her pendulum. I'm just going to bring this up just a little bit so you can see us. There you go, that beautiful girl. Okay, woman. So now what she's going to do is she's going to ask the pendulum to connect into her. She can do it in her head or she can verbally say it. So then after that, then she's going to ask the pendulum to give her a yes signal. Okay, so.
Can you please give me a yes signal?
So for me, my yes signal is hold on, pardon me. Gotta go the other way. It's a yes signal. Okay, you connected to me, don't connect into her. Okay, when it's counterclockwise for me, it will go yes signals are mine. They will go side to side, back and forth, or side to side. Okay, that can go for each. That's in individuals. Some people's will go like this, or they'll go like this. Okay, and mine, for me personally, when I'm in midair, when I'm doing this, when I'm using a dowsing chart, but that will be in level 2 dowsing, then when you're using a chart, then it'll do this for me for yes, and then it'll go this way for no when I have a chart in front of me. Okay, but that's further to explain. We're just having fun to play with them, the basic one. Anybody can do this. Okay, so did you get your yes signal?
I don't really know, because it kept kind of going in a circle. Then it went this way, and then it stopped, and then it kind of did it again. So I don't really know what
Okay,
it's
so
doing for me.
ask it to stop, come to a
Stop.
complete stop. And now ask a yes signal, please.
Yes, signal, please.
Sometimes it takes practice to work with the pendulum, okay? Sometimes we have to build that relationship, so it might not be like that in the beginning. You're getting yes and no signals, okay? It's a practice thing, so, and it's got to build a relationship with her. So now, yeah, and you got to give it time, so it's starting to go back and forth, right? No, it's going into a circular, okay? So the circular for you is going counterclockwise, right? So that's your yes signal. Even though hers is really subtle, there it goes. It's starting to get stronger as she goes. Yeah, there it goes. It's just getting stronger. That's her counterclockwise is her yes signal. My clockwise is yes for me. So now you're going to ask it to go into a stop. And now you're going to ask it to go into a no signal. So mine is stronger, and that's okay because I've been doing this for a while and I have a really strong relationship with so my counterclockwise is a no signal. And you can see my hand's not moving. And then I'm going to ask it to go to a stop. Okay, perfect. Okay. And your
no signal.
And your no signal is going side to side.
Yeah.
So perfect. There's no right or wrong. And again, if they're really subtle in the beginning, it's okay because it takes time to that energy and that pendulum to have a relationship. Okay. When it doesn't have the answer, it goes back and forth for me. It means it either what we're asking hasn't come to pass yet or it doesn't know. Okay. So now we're going to go into the yes and no questions we're going to use as an example. Okay. So what question would you like?
I don't know.
Put you on the spot.
I know. I was like, am I going to own a house in a year and a half?
Okay. Cool.
Not yet.
Hmm?
So it's saying no, I think, so not yet.
Okay, so then just ask, instead of asking a year and a half, ask, am I going to own a house in the future?
Am I going to own a house in the future?
Yeah, it's spinning. Yeah. It's getting stronger. Okay, and see, that's how you have to get specific with it. So she could have gotten disappointed and saying, oh, I'm not going to have a house in a year and a half. Okay,
but, yeah.
It's how you ask it. It might not know the timing of your house. Okay, so I'm just going to ask question what most people ask is, am I going to win the lotto? And it's giving me a big no. Okay, all right. Okay, and I have to be okay with that because it says no. And in the future, though, we're going to just ask a question. Am I going to be more comfortable financially in the future? Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to work for it. Okay. And it's going yes. Okay. So again, Mike, yeah, I would love to win the lotto like all of us do. But I had to be okay with it saying no. Okay. And honoring that and going, and that's the challenge. You have to work with it. But if I said I really want to win the lotto and really me want it to say that to it, it's going to give me a yes. Okay. So the other thing about working with the pendulum too is that you can clear food. Same thing. When it spins for me, it's when I want it to just clear. Like right now, I'm going to just ask it to clear my own energy. Just go ahead and clear for me, please. It starts to rock pretty hard. Okay, now the thing about it, you're going to start to feel the magnetic pull in your pendulum. When it's done, it'll stop. Okay. Um, and instead of forcing it, like, well, when is it going to stop? When is it going to turn? And if it stops in seconds, that's okay. If it wants to sit there for a while, that is fine too. Okay. So you can ask it to clear your aura, and you can ask it to clear your house. This is another way. The other is, so when it's in reverse in clearing, that's clearing the negativity for me. So it's like the no. Okay. If I want to bring positive energy into my field, then it'll clear this way. So it's like the yes signal. It's like it's filling up the gas tank, and I've actually done this and filled it right up. Okay. You can use your pendulum for anything and asking any questions. Like I have a colleague of mine, she does it for everything. Like we go to a restaurant, she pulls out her pendulum. Should I have chicken? Or should I have steak? And I'm like, really? Just what do you want? You want steak or chicken? But she does everything. Am I going on holidays? In that you can do that if you want. I personally want my free will of choice. Like I don't want to, I want to have some responsibility of my choices, not not to insult my pendulum here. But another way of working with the pendulum will, and how to connect your guides and your angels in the spirit world will be in the next video. 1, 2, 3.